Okay, it looks like I'm going to have to fuss with you guys again. For those of you who haven't reviewed the video, the financial fallback, please check it out. Because I don't want to say it's our young people, because there's some older people that are doing this too. But you really need to just join us in reality. You really do. You just floating around, and I know what it's like to be in that headspace. That's why I'm speaking on this. You're going to crash, and you're going to crash hard. And when you do, you're not going to have anybody to lean on. And for some of you, you're not going to make it. And I hate to say that. Because you're taking full advantage of the fact that you won't keep a job. Of the fact that you won't keep a place to stay because you don't want to pay your share of the bills. The fact that you've got broken relationship after broken relationship romantically because you don't want to commit. See, commitment is your problem. Commitment is your problem. But yet, you have people that are in your age group, your peers, that are moving on, making commitments and doing things, and you want to fake the front like you're doing the same thing. They know that you're not doing anything. And you don't care because you already know that any time that you get in trouble, that you get to depend on mama, grandma, daddy, uncle, whoever it is that raised you, or whoever it is that adopted you or provided for you when you were younger. You never matured to the level of an adult when you were able to take care of yourself. In many of our videos that I posted on here, I talk about how the animals got it right. I've spoken about the ducks in the springtime, where you see the ducks going out into the water, and then they got the baby ducks following behind, trying to learn and do everything that the adult duck was doing, because they want to be adult ducks. They don't want to be babies following behind mama all the time. And in some animal kingdoms, once you get a certain age, they'll kick you out. Now, there are some animal species that they all work together, but they work together at that stage in life, and everyone has a task to do. Everyone is contributing some way, form, or fashion, whether it's a pack or herd or anything else. They've accepted the fact that this person is 18 years old instead of 18 months old. They've accepted the fact that there's a grown man that's over 6 foot tall instead of a 18-inch baby. They understand that. So those of you that are out here, the clock is ticking. And the sad part about it is you brainwash yourself to believe that you are the victim. Because the minute you get called on the carpet for screwing up for the 50-11th time, instead of getting sympathy, you get called on the carpet, so you decide to go into victim mode. I didn't have this person in my life. I didn't have that person in my life. And believe me, it's a traumatic experience not having the attention of that person that you wanted in your life. It's a traumatic experience. But there is a point in time in your adult life where you've got to understand that you cannot wallow in that and use that as an excuse for not moving on with your life, because this world is very, very harsh. I didn't create it. I didn't create mankind. But going out here in the world expecting everyone to feel sorry for you, to cater to you, to listen to your stories, to be your financial fallback because you're going through something, those same people you are petitioning to cater to you, they're going through some shit too. And some of them aren't handling it very well. And some of them will get in your face, or even worse, once you come to them with that. Because they're going to look at your background and see that you've got people behind you, and they probably don't have anybody to fall on. And that alone will probably be enough to make them angry enough to either say something harsh to you, or hurt your feelings, or physically hurt you in some cases. I've heard stories about that, where somebody would say the wrong thing to the wrong person, and all of a sudden there's violence. Because you don't know what that person was going through. So you're really gambling when you're out here and you expect the world to cater to you the same way that the person who raised you is catered to you. The world doesn't care about that. And of course, you have to establish relationships where you want people to care for you. But we're in a time now where we can't afford to be carrying other people's burdens financially, emotionally, or otherwise, because we got enough stuff to deal with on our own. And we're looking for someone to kind of help us out, looking for a shoulder to cry on, or just looking for some kind of emotional companionship or something. We don't have time. And if you do have that person that's doing it for you all the time, it's a matter of time before they're going to lose patience. And when they lose patience, promise you me, because I've been through this, they're not going to be in a position, once they lose patience, you're not going to be in a position where you claim you're going to be. Oh, well, I'm going to be in a position to deal with it when it happens. No, you're not. You're going to be ass out the way that I was ass out. And you have to figure it out on your own. Every door is going to close to you because you didn't make any preparations for your own life. You took solely for granted everything that's given to you. These persons or people have moved their lives around to help you because they want to lessen the blow. They don't want to see you fall. And that's okay in their house. That's okay in their neighborhood, in their group. But the problem is that we've got 7 billion people on a huge planet. All those people outside the house and outside the group do not give a damn. Now, I'm not saying this to scare you about how people are. Maybe they want to care, but they got so much going on in their own lives, they just don't have the time or the energy to worry about you. Care a little bit about more about yourself. And you know what? Here's an idea. How about you start paying back the people who covered you after you screwed up time after time after time after time with no regrets, no apologies, playing the victim mode, being aggressive or being passive or being both? Why don't you try to get yourself together and pay those people back for the trouble and the energy that they gave to you? Because once you get out in this world, you're not going to get it. And you can't stay in there forever in that person's space because they're ready to go on to the next phase of their life. You can't do it. So I hope this reaches someone. I'm talking to everybody out there that might be in this position, whether you're a cook, whether you're in college, whether you're a maid, whether you're a tech executive, whether you're a content creator. If you're one of these people that has a financial fallback and feel that you can just drop shit anytime you want to and just fly by the seat of your pants and have the nerve to try to preach and try to encourage other people to do the same, you are in for a treat. Your time is coming. And when your time comes, you're going to look for everybody to have sympathy for you, and people are going to shake their head because they already know what kind of shit you was on. So I kind of hope this helps someone. I know it seems a little harsh, but some of you need that shit. Some of you need it because you're hard-headed. And you probably never had somebody else tell you this before. Let today be the first day that you start growing up, because it happened for me. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Peace.